Hey guys, it is Kevin here in Japan. Hat on backwards because I'm going to strap a GoPro to my head. Yeah, so here we are. It is March 30th, that's right. And this is the second last day of my spring vacation, so I figured it's one of my last chances to get out and do a cycling video. So I'm going to take you around the streets of Kobe. Got my GoPro. My GoPro's a bit dated now. It is a Hero 2, but still gets the job done. It's a Hero 2. I've got an Edutige external microphone and a windscreen. And I'm downtown in Kobe, Japan. And I'm going to take you guys for a little ride down by the waterfront area. So this is called Kaigandori right here. This main street, one of the oldest streets in Kobe. And this is a live show house right in here. We see a lot of very cool looking people hanging out around there on the weekends. And this is the elevated highway, the Hanshin Expressway, I believe. It's a gorgeous day. It's about 17 degrees Celsius right now. There's a police car. Oh, police station wagon. I'm gonna actually zip down this little back street here and check out what's back here. There's this big building in the front. It's a wedding hall. Notre Dame, Kobe. Okay. So believe it or not, the reason why I came downtown, well, I wanted some exercise, I wanted to get on the bike for a little bit, but there's a big store down here called Konan Home Center, and I'm starting to put together my balcony garden. I put together every year, and it's kind of more of a functional garden, so a lot of vegetables and herbs. So I gotta go stop by this place and get some seedlings if they have them, which I'm sure they do. So I'm good. Weather's amazing today, but the air quality isn't so good. The air quality this morning was all right. That's kind of the thing. I spent a lot of time checking air quality. There's a couple of really good websites for that, checking the PM 2.5 level, and it's actually pretty high this afternoon. I think the level it's deemed unhealthy for people who have any kind of breathing issues. So for people who have asthma, extremely young children, old people, not the best time to be outside. And here I am on my bicycle. I don't know, will I be coughing up a lung later? Back in the days when I was a smoker like that? I used to be a long time ago. But I quit that about 11 years ago, I guess? Yeah. Best decision I ever made. So there's a place right there, Konan Home Center. I'm gonna head there later on after I do a bit of a cycle tour for you guys. A bunch of old abandoned bicycles. You gotta pay money to have a bicycle or something large like that thrown away. So a lot of people just choose to trash them. There's no crosswalk right there, so I'm gonna have to cross down here, and then I'll maybe zip up this side of the road. Now you guys have seen this before in a few videos, this area. There used to be a big futsal park right where this bus parking lot is. I'm gonna hang back here a little bit and not just get right up into the crowd at the intersection. They might get a bit weirded out when they see I have a camera attached to myself. Once they see the crowds moving, I'll get going. Alright, here we go. Let's do it. You can rent bicycles here, I assume. Alright, so there's a big parking lot here. So check this out. This is all the Hanshin Expressway. Now check out that kind of infrastructure, superstructure, whatever you call it, holding that up. So again, I've mentioned this before in other videos, during the Kobe earthquake, all this stuff came tumbling down. Scary. All right. It's all just a big parking lot. Very nice looking, ivy covered. And Kobe Station is just up this way, which was at once upon a time the biggest train station in Kobe. Umie parking. Taxi driver. I don't know what to call these. These white. My wife told me, and I've already forgotten. These white flowers. You'll see some in the hedge just up this way, and they smell amazing. But I can't for the life of me remember what they're called. Right here. These things. So my wife told me the other day, and man, they smell awesome. Spring is here. All the cherry blossoms are in full bloom right now here in Kobe. So it's a little unfortunate. The Osaka YouTube Hanami party will be on the 11th of October, but I guarantee by then they will not have any sakura left on the trees. They'll be just drinking in the park, which, I mean, that's not a bad thing. Oh, got a green light, gotta hustle. Go here. Alrighty. This major road here isn't so interesting, is it? This is part of Harborland. So this whole area, my wife tells me was first, like, kind of the grand opening was in the 90s, and this was really the place to go, and people would come from all over Kansai to this area down by Kobe Station. And in recent years, it's I used to joke to my wife, it seems like the place where stores come to die, but it's recently been a lot of it's been kind of refurbished, revitalized, and they call it Umie. And it's pretty cool. Good place for shopping, that's for sure. Alrighty. That's Kobe Station right there. Actually, you can see a train. The JR, Japan Railway train up there. That's cool. There's another one pulling in. Alrighty. These are all apartment buildings. I think there's a little police station right here. A police box, yeah, right there. There's a little red light on the outside of it. This little building. This is what they call it, Koban. Police station. Community policing, that's the way it's done here in Japan, is that you have all kinds of small little police stations kind of located in almost every neighborhood. And that one appeared to be no one inside. There's often one or two police like stationed for one. They're often patrolling, and they can often, you can find like they'll have volunteers in them, like maybe like senior citizens, older people, older men. At least in Kobe, they're usually wearing like a green jacket of some kind, and I guess they're in there more kind of like for information and stuff. So a lot of people stop by Koban's, the police boxes, to get things like directions and whatnot. Getting into an older neighborhood. This is actually the same kind of, this is around the area where I made my last GoPro cycling vid. It was in this actual neighborhood, part of it anyway. So I'm gonna cruise over here and zip down some old streets that got a lot of character, because I mean that's the coolest part about Japan. And check this out. This is character. Back of a restaurant. Okay, where shall I go? Let's take a little drive down here and look at these apartments. People live here. Oh, is that? Check that out, guys. Is that like a first generation iMac? Those are two iMacs. Look at that, a pink one and a blue one. Look at that. iMacs. So in the last video I found an aquarium. I'm gonna take a picture of that, guys. I feel like Softy Papa in his old hiking videos. That was pretty cool. iMac. Alrighty, people's laundry just out on the street. Garbage. Alrighty. Okay, so I want to get over here. Can I cut through this parking lot? I can. Okay. Let's go this way. Some old buildings. Okay, I'm gonna go back up here. Some magnolias there, guys. Just starting to bloom. Look at that, tulips. They've got tulips in their little garden. Let's watch it for the bike. And the white van. Oh, tulips. Alrighty. A couple of cool modern houses here. Restaurants. Let's go down here. Here's long Kawasaki. Acupuncture clinic? It's an electronics place or something? Hey, convenience store. There's a futon store over there. Wow. A little off the beaten path. Okay, that's right. That laundromat, I drove past that in my last video. So we won't go down that way. We'll coin laundry. Older looking apartment buildings. I would never want to have an apartment on the first floor like that with all the peeping toms and whatnot in Japan. Miko. What's that? A restaurant? Coffee shop. Smells like a coffee shop. I've also driven down that road in an earlier video, so I won't do that again. Playground. Lots of apartments. So there's Kawasaki Heavy Industries. That's the Kawasaki shipyards right in front of us, where they make container ships and they make submarines and they repair submarines and they repair ships, big dry dock, floating dry docks, and all kinds of coolness. I saw a shipping launch there a long time ago. I think I posted it on my Facebook page a little while ago, a video of it. Okay, look at these. Do people live in these houses? Corrugated tin buildings? No, that clearly was an old school once upon a time. I don't know what it is now. Maybe people live in there like a dormitory, but that was clearly some kind of school, like an elementary school or something at one point, maybe a junior high school. And look at these buildings. I don't think, no one lives in these. Not now, these are empty because there's no sign of, there's no little gardens or bicycles or anything like that on the outside. And yeah, the door's kind of falling apart. Look at that old mailbox. Torn up magazine in there. Oh geez, look at this. There's right above me, there's a TV antenna hanging in this tree. Right above me. Let me get this window here, they're all smashed out and stuff. And these are all abandoned. Interesting though, eh? That's pretty cool. Once upon a time, someone did call this home. Yeah, this old school there. Alright guys, well that's it. I'm gonna shut this off. I gotta get going. I'm gonna get home and make one of my famous pizzas. So there we go. There's a nice, fun cycling video for you guys. Hope you're doing well. Take care. Check all the links below. Go check out my podcast, of course, as always. Check out everything below. Go follow me on Twitter. Go like my Facebook page. All that stuff. And come and hang out more often. Later guys. Kevin in Japan.